There's no need to drive around South Florida wasting valuable time looking for a new or certified pre-owned Acura. Go to the #1 volume sales dealership in the Southeast United States. Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. Purchase with pace and space in a dealership tailored to your needs. From home buying to providing that personal touch. Contact the 2020 Satisfaction Award winner Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. 888-776-5123. That's 888-776-5123. Or visit them at 15601 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines.
With more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes, Welton Rayom is committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. They handle complex personal injury claims caused by the fault of another in both state and federal courts. They handle auto, trucking, motorcycle, slip and fall, and bicycle accidents. Call 954-966-4646. That's 954-966-4646. Welton Rayom can help.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
We are live. It is the AEW All-In London prediction show. What is going on? Hey, look, I'm listening to myself. For some reason, my X went live. I am Sean Stanley. I am one half of the team, but the better half is
online
2024 IGR Mixmaster Champion.
So it looks like Sean is
himself. Frankie Frezko. Am I live or is it me?
You got stuck for a second there. We missed the whole introduction, I think.
All right, then I go with it one more time. The 2024 IGR Mixmaster Champion, DJ Frezko, Frankie Frezko himself. How we doing, sir?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yes, I won. I entered a battle. Mixmaster champion this year, so I'm very proud. This is my plaque right here. I won it. Excited that first competition I ever entered when it comes to DJing, and I pulled it off. I entered it last year. And I came in second place. So just being able to come in this year and let me turn that on and be able to come in this year and win it was exciting. So thank you, sir, for the introduction. I really appreciate it.
Sir, much deserved, my man. Much deserved. All right, we only got a couple minutes. Kickoff is at 11 o'clock. It is over in London, England. This is our prediction show. We were unable to do our show. Frankie was doing his working obligations. He was in L.A., having a good time and working and networking. I saw all the pictures and everything there. I was doing grandpa duty. So here we are on Sunday morning leading into the kickoff show. We will not go into the kickoff show. 0 hour. We will not go into 0 hour, I promise. But we thank everybody that is tuned in and watching us. This is our all-in prediction show. We're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to work our way to the top.
Okay.
All right, Frankie Frezko. So we have 9 matches on the main card. We have 2 matches now on 0 hour. And I feel like one of the matches got added and was like, all right, who's not on the card that we need to just throw in another match? And they said, oh, we got 10 guys. Okay, there you go. It will be the Ring of Honor tag team champions, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, teaming up with Dustin Rhodes' 6-man tag team champion, Von Erichs, and Shibata for some reason. He gets thrown in with this group, taking on the Cage of Agony and Undisputed Kingdom. What say you, Frankie Frezko? This 10-man tag team match, where are you going?
I mean, I saw that they were doing something, I guess, I think on Saturday, where I saw a little bit of Dustin and I think it was Sammy out there.
I thought they issued an open challenge for the tag team titles. Honestly, I said on my recap, I was like, I'm confused because I don't know if it was for the tag team titles, because then they said, we're bringing the Von Erichs and we're bringing Shibata. I was like, I don't know what the challenge was for. And then as soon as Collision goes off the air, they put the poster up and it's a 10-man tag.
I mean, I don't know how they wouldn't be able. I don't know how any of those guys will lose. So I got Dustin, Sammy, Von Erichs, and Shibata winning this one. That's a clear one right there.
Yeah,
especially Von Erichs in it.
I feel like, and then especially like I think if you throw Roderick Strong in with the Undisputed Kingdom, then maybe I got a little bit of a like, maybe they might do something, but I don't see any of these guys getting the win. And I feel like this is the warm-up match to get the cameras rolling, I should say. There's probably gonna be a little bit of action, some hard-hitting stuff, some high flying from Sammy Guevara, good wrestling from Shibata, and you know, so you get a little mixture of everything. So I agree with you. It's gonna be Dustin and them. Chris Statlander, Stokely Hathaway taking on Willow and Tomohiro Ishii. This is the one where, like, because again, I didn't know that this had a stipulation to it, although I should know because it's AEW. Every match seems to have stipulations or something. So the winner of this match picks the stipulation for their one-on-one match at All Out. I personally believe that Willow and Ishii should win. But when they say they get to pick the stipulation, I feel like something's going to happen to where Chris Statlander is going to win because Willow's got to face some hardship going into All Out, right? This is where I'm stuck at, and I'm going to go Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway win.
I would agree with you if I really felt confident that Stokely Hathaway can compete with Ishii, but I'm assuming, you know, there's no way Stokely Hathaway can beat Ishii.
No, I agree. I agree.
So I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna say Willow and Ishii win this one. I think we're not gonna see eye to eye. I think yes, Chris Statlander and Stokely have a good shot, but they shouldn't win. So something has to happen. But based on paper, I gotta go with Willow and Ishii.
Yeah, and again, my head says Willow and Ishii for the same reason you're saying, but it's like, wait, there's a stipulation involved. It can't just be that cut and dry to where Willow wins and gets to pick the match. But then again, Willow then would get her revenge. Now I'm talking myself out of it. Here we go. This is what happens every time we do a prediction show. Me and you, we talk each other into and out of everything. All right. So as you can see on our billboard down there, we have the matches for All In. We'll just start at the bottom. Hook versus Jericho.
A
learning tree, baby.
You know, I actually didn't want to see this fight.
I'm so tired.
I wanted Hook to go against Big Bill again, man. What a fight that was on Saturday. I was rooting for Big Bill, but
you weren't the only one. Everybody was.
And I think hopefully they give a pop to Big Bill moving forward. But I will go ahead and, you know, if Hook beat Big Bill, and Big Bill's this big tree, I guess you could say,
big redwood.
he should be able to beat Chris Jericho. The only thing I'm hoping about this fight is that it's one of the late ones, like really, really late, because then they could shadow the Hook sign and in the dark out there in London. So maybe they'll be able to do like the Batman type of call, I guess. I hope they could do that. So, but I just don't see Chris Jericho winning. So I'm going to go with Hook on this one.
I'm going to go with Hook just because I want this to end. And the only way it's going to end is if Hook gets his dad's FTW title back, and it's not for the world, it's F the world, and we're done with this. Let's move on. I'm glad they made a storyline. I feel, but
Well, there's a stipulation on this one. If Hook loses, he can't mess with the learning tree either.
Yeah. He's
There's like
done.
stipulations with every match.
There's stipulations everywhere. The title's not just enough.
No.
And the build-up's not just enough. We got to add a little bit more.
Yes.
But I'm hoping Hook wins. And for some reason, I feel like we're both going to be wrong in this one. I feel like it's both going to be wrong. All right, let's go with, we'll move up. Darby Allin, Jack Perry, the TNT title. Jack Perry back in London where all the scapegoat started. What say you, Frankie Frezko?
Rumor is that we have a retired wrestler making his way all the way to London. This is also a coffin match, so I wouldn't be surprised as soon as they pop one of those coffins, you're gonna get Sting out there. I just don't see Darby losing this match. I got Darby all the way.
See, here's the interesting thing. I'm looking at this card, and I feel like the Young Bucks are losing the tag team titles. I'll put that there now. Does Jack Perry, do they just, like, the Elite really hasn't been elite? You know, especially this run of them. You've got Okada, who does his Okada stuff. You've got the Young Bucks, who were in control up until they weren't. And then Jack Perry, who's changed the title to match his I just, man, I'm not going to get, I can't go against Jack Perry. Jack Perry wins it.
The scapegoat. I like it.
Scapegoat. I just feel like, yes, I think you're going to get the surprises of, you might be right, Sting in there, but I feel like there's going to be something that happens. Because here's the other part of this. He almost set the man on fire. And then, yes, Jack Perry got him trapped under the door and almost tried to end his career. But you tried to set the man on fire to get the match. Like, there's got to be some more into this, man.
But I mean, if you almost set the guy on fire and then you lose, I just don't see it. That's why I have Darby as well. I just you went that extreme and then lose. No.
Yeah, but also I don't think Darby needs the belt as much as Jack does for what they're doing. Darby gets over with this craziness. And then did you see the picture today? There was a guy on the top of like Wembley Stadium. I think he was repairing something, but somebody took a picture of it. And they're like a live look in, Darby practicing his all-in match. And it's like him at the very top of Wembley Stadium, that like bridge type thing. I don't know, but it's like.
I just hope we see Sting. I don't know if we're going to see him in one of the coffins, because I heard it's going to be more than one coffin. I don't know if that's true or not. But if he is in one of the coffins, that'd be pretty cool. Or will they go retro and have Sting calm down like he usually does back in the day? That would be pretty cool.
Can you do that at Wembley? Isn't there an opening in the middle of the stadium or no?
There is an opening, but I'm pretty sure they could figure something out. I mean, it's AEW.
Yeah, they have the roof. They have the roof over the thing like they do for all the stadiums.
Yeah.
So maybe he could just be in there and just drop
or maybe he could do like a Logan Paul one when he glide over.
Yeah.
Like
Shawn Michaels did that first.
And Shawn Michaels did.
We don't need to go. We could go with Logan Paul. The young.
I gotta get the recent one.
No doubt. What's up, buddy? How we doing, sir? All right. The London ladders match, because it's got to be a London ladders match. And then also we get to add the wild card Cardiff team that won last night, which was the Blackpool Combat Club and Pac, because Pac already said, I'm having my Wembley moment. And then they changed the match on him. So he's got to come to Wembley at least. And it is the Trios ladders match with the Patriarchy. It is House of Black. It is the Bang Bang Gang. And now, of course, Claudio, Yuta, and Pac. I just.
Where's Moxley?
I can't go against Christian, man. That's my problem in this match. Like, he always finds a way to win, but I feel like that's the team that can't win. The only person I feel that can win for that team is Nick Wayne could climb the ladder. I feel like Kill Switch or Luchasaurus, whatever you want to call him, is on the verge of turning on the team.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like that's being teased all along. Do they do it at All In? They do it at All Out? There's so much involved, man. I don't know which four. And then I feel like they said Pac was going to get his moment. He does get the match at All Out with the winner of Ospreay MJF. But could they just give him the trios title to make him happy and then also stick it to the Lucha Brothers? If you wouldn't have left, maybe you'd be part of the trios tag team champions again. I'm going House of Black.
House of Black. I think
because there is somebody flying over to England making her return as well. Does she figure into the match?
I think I know where you're going with this. I will say this. I see Luchasaurus. I see Christian or
Kill Switch.
Get the name right. Let me get it right. I do see Kill Switch doing the turn at All In or All Out. This is All Out. So, no, All In. My bad. And then I don't know if Edge is 100% ready. I wouldn't be surprised if he. I don't know. I haven't had my sources to see if he actually made it.
Adam Copeland, sir. Adam Copeland.
Jesus Christ! I'm making all these names wrong.
What are we doing? We're talking WWE. You're an AEW.
It's 10 a.m. This is what happens. Adam Copeland. Is it confirmed? If there is a confirmation, is there any confirmation that he is out there in London?
I have not seen any. But
I haven't heard anything either. So I wish it would, because I think once you turn Kill Switch, that's when you'll probably have that whole, Christian. Adam Copeland type of reunion, and they'll work together. But I just don't see it. I go with the hometown guy, Pac. I think this guy, Tony Khan, is gonna go ahead and tell the Lucha Brothers, hey man, screw you guys for leaving or planning on leaving. We're gonna screw you over, and we're gonna give the titles to Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, the only problem I have with that is I don't think Tony Khan likes Wheeler Yuta. So I don't think Yuta gets a title. That's my saying. But hey, you know what? You never know. Maybe they do a thing with John Moxley hurts Yuta before the match.
That could be. I was surprised they stuck in Pac. I was like, where's Moxley? Like, that's who should be out there. But
it kind of makes you wonder about all these like hidden messages on all these AEW guys, right? You don't hear about Ricky Starks anymore. Yeah. Wardlow is not mentioned anymore
at all.
Moxley's very rarely. I don't know. Have they said Moxley's name? I haven't heard it.
I don't know if it's something personal or if it's just he's having some issues with AEW.
Yeah. I think I'm not saying that, but it's odd where they just kind of forget. It's almost, in a way, it's WWE-ish under Vince McMahon. If you're not there, you don't exist.
Yeah.
We'll move on. Forget you. Like, in a way, it's like
terrible.
It's odd. It's odd, and it's the business, I guess, when you look at it that way. But and again, all of them might just be. We could see all of them show up tonight. That would be Tony Khan sticking it to everybody, right? F you, they're all here. There you go. Just have Wardlow interfere in the Mercedes Moné Britt Baker match. Just to see Wardlow's here.
Probably. I doubt it, but probably.
I kid. All right, we got the triple threat tag team match, the Acclaimed, FTR, the Young Bucks. The reason I said Jack Perry was keeping the titles because I feel like the Young Bucks are going to lose the titles tonight. I feel like, but see, here's the other thing too is Okada's not booked. He's going to be involved somewhere. Does he get involved here and then they lose the titles at All Out? I feel like by All Out, the Young Bucks are no longer the tag team champions, but I don't know what the plan is heading in. And I feel like there's that chance that FTR and Acclaim cost themselves and the Young Bucks weasel out the victory at All In. But I also feel that, FTR has kind of been Tony Khan's, backbone in a way. They've been the cheerleaders for AEW. There talk about them maybe going, they said, no, we're here at AEW. We like AEW. And then the Acclaimed, I don't know what's going on with the whole thing where now Max is saying he's the best professional wrestler ever or whatever the hell that is about. But it's like, you're not even close to being that, or you'd be taking on Will Ospreay or MJF or Bryan Danielson or any of those guys. So I feel like he's going more a heelish route. And I believe the Acclaim might end up coming to an end. And it'd be interesting if that happened. I'm going to go, even though I said I don't think the Young Bucks are going to lose them or are not leaving with the titles. I think the Young Bucks keep the titles tonight and then lose them at All Out to FTR. That's going to be my prediction. I'm going Young Bucks after I said I wouldn't. I will go Young Bucks.
It sucks because I actually wanted you to go with somebody else. I agree with you 100%. Young Bucks. I think the Young Bucks will win. Last year they lost to FTR. I just don't see them losing back-to-back years all in. And I feel some way, somehow, FTR and the Acclaim are going to kind of like shoot themselves in the foot, one with the other. And then the Young Bucks will be able to sneak in and win. And I think if I have Jack Perry losing, then this is the reason I have at least the Young Bucks winning. So this is the reason I picked the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I had FTR winning it. And then I talked myself out of it because I feel like Caster there's something going on there. It feels like they're because he's like, oh, you've got, Anthony Bowens and then the greatest wrestler alive or something, however he words it. I'm paraphrasing it. But it's interesting to see that dynamic now. And I just feel like I might change it. Give me a minute. We haven't moved on yet. And
I'm drinking orange juice because it's 10 a.m. in the morning. So
10 a.m. in the morning, yes. And it's laced with stuff, but we won't talk about that. Because he is the IGR Mixed Master Champion. I'm going to stay Young Bucks. I'm sorry. All right, let's move on.
Make a decision, Sean. Make a decision.
Young Bucks sold. Bam, done.
Not good.
All right. Huh?
I said this is not good for me. I'm trying to keep count as to how I could come back in the scorecard that we have going on. You're 5-2. I'm 3-4. So I'm trying to make this happen.
You know what? Forget it. FTR.
Don't try to give me any breaks. You go with your heart. You want FTR?
I had FTR and I crossed them out and put Young Bucks. And I talked myself out of it. This is what I do because I start writing my own angles when none of that's going to happen. What's going to happen is going to be a straight match, and they're going to super kick everybody 3,000 times. There's going to be a couple of, the FTR classic moves, and then it's just going to be a pin. And then I sat here for 10 minutes talking about things that'll never happen. All right, the TBS Championship, Mercedes Moné, Britt Baker with Camille in the corner. Everything for me points to Britt Baker winning this, except the fact that she has nobody backing her up. But then lately, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's been a lot of Jamie Hayter posts being thrown out there. I think she's from England, right? Jamie Hayter?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hometown. Do we see the surprise, the reunion of Hayter and Britt? And then you get the tag team matches of the thing, or do they do the thing where Mercedes Moné gets the victory, they start beating down Britt, and then Jamie Hayter makes the save? That's the way I'm going to go. I'm going to say Moné keeps the title, Hayter comes out for the save, and then maybe later on down the line we see more. And I think, look, Camille's going to get involved and cost Britt Baker, and then we'll see the reunion after the match, not before. I'm going Mercedes Moné.
I heard that Jamie Hayter is in London. I don't know if she is cleared. That's the issue. So I don't know if we're gonna have her. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she make some guest appearance or something out there. But I agree with you, man. Mercedes Moné. I don't see Britt Baker winning this. But I hope we do get to see at least Jamie Hayter some way, somehow. I feel like this card is gonna have a lot of surprises when it comes to people coming back.
Yeah.
So.
And it may just be Hayter walking into the locker room and being like, "You got this," to Britt. Again, if she's not cleared, but they put her on camera as like a go get her kind of type thing, kind of like what Danielson did with Ospreay, heading out to the meeting with, or after the meeting with MJF in the ring. He's like, "Do it." Things like that. It'll be interesting because again, if she's not cleared, all I said is for not, because they will not be there. Toni Storm, Mariah May. I have been going back and forth on. By the way, who'd you pick in that one?
On which one?
Moné, Britt Baker.
Mercedes Moné.
Okay. Toni Storm, Mariah May. Who do you got?
I've been thinking about this one hard as well. I don't. I want to see Tony Storm win this, but I just don't see Mariah May getting built up this much to be a heel and then lose. So I'm gonna go with Mariah May.
You know what's interesting is I've had Mariah May winning this, and then lately there's been another again. This is me. This is how my dumbass mind works. There's been another person that's been showing up a lot lately that I think might be involved in this match. Mina Shirakawa. And I think she joins Tony Storm to battle Mariah May. I think Timeless Tony Storm walks out still your AEW Women's Champion. All right, MJF versus Will Ospreay. It is for the American Heavyweight Champion, formerly known as the International Champion, Frankie Frezko.
Look, man, I'm American. I love America, but this card is not in America. It's in London. I would be shocked if MJF wins. Plus, he just posted a couple minutes ago that he lost his ring somehow, or got stolen or something. So
damn it. I have it right here. My Dynamite ring has been stolen.
Yeah,
unreal, godless, lawless country. That tells me
he ain't winning. Will Ospreay all day, bro. I got Will. I don't see if MJF pulls it off, I'll be shocked. But I got Will all day. I'm assuming you got Will Ospreay too.
I do not actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because I feel, and this is me again, I wish I was writing some of this stuff, but I'm not. I feel like the Dynamite Diamond Ring was stolen by Don Callis and the Callis family. And I feel Kyle Fletcher turns on Will Ospreay in their home country and helps the American. MJF retains the championship and goes to All Out to take on Pac. And as I say that, there ain't no damn way Will Ospreay's losing. He's hitting the Tiger Driver 99 and he's winning the title. And
he lost already once to MJF. So
that's the other part of it. But I wish if I was writing this, I would have had the Dynamite Diamond Ring stolen by like Callis or somebody like that, and then it turned on Will Ospreay. But with everything that's built up and the way the angle's been going, he breaks out the Tiger Driver 1999 and wins the American Heavyweight Championship. Goes to All Out to take on Pac, because also Pac versus MJF. I don't know about it. I mean, that doesn't make me like any. I mean, Will Ospreay Pac makes me more excited than MJF Pac. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Neither one of them make me excited. I don't know why they're gonna have that fight.
The high flying and at least it's more of a. I feel like with MJF, it's the same thing with MJF and Ospreay. I love MJF to death, but he's a grounder guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's. That's what he does, except for the kangaroo kick. He flies.
What they should have done is they should have done Will Ospreay versus Pac at London, and then the next one in here.
But they wouldn't have been able to do the angle and
terrible angle
and get Daniel Garcia pumped up in Buffalo and all that. All right, we head into the final countdown. Title versus career, because if Bryan Danielson's going out, he's going out in a blaze of glory. Swerve Strickland. Bryan Danielson, what say you? And by the way, Josh, what's up, buddy? What say you?
I've been going back and forth with this one too. I just don't. I have the feeling they're gonna run this back All Out. That's just my vibe. I feel like it could go two ways. It could be that Bryan Danielson wins, and then all of a sudden he has this run like the Ric Flair. Hey, I'm gonna go all the way out and just keep defending until somebody beats me, and then that's when he finally retires, calls it quits. Or does he pass or does obviously this is his last match because this is a retirement for him. I think Bryan Danielson is gonna keep going. I find it that he wasn't an All-In last year. This is his moment right now, and supposedly he's coming out to it's the final countdown. So if he's coming out to
he said it's pretty expensive, and Tony Khan hasn't told him
He's coming out.
out to that
He's coming out to that. So if he's gonna come out to it's the final countdown, I just don't see him losing. So if he comes out to that song, Bryan Danielson wins. I got Bryan Danielson winning.
You know what's funny is, see, again, I run angles in my head. This is where I feel like Danielson rolls him up, cheap win. You know, not a cheap win, but you know, they're fighting. It's not going to be a drive-by or Danielson getting swerved to tap out. I feel like it's going to be like a quick roll-up, surprise pin out of nowhere. Danielson wins. Swerve gets mad, jumps on him, and I feel like Ricochet makes the save to set up a triple threat match for All Out. Swerve, Ricochet, and Bryan Danielson, and then Ricochet wins the title at All Out. That way, Danielson keeps his career, can wrestle whenever he wants, because I just feel like this is the way they did the stipulation. It wasn't that you can't wrestle in AEW anymore. He said he would never wrestle again. Like that's final. That's the final countdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what they're saying, but I just can't see that Bryan Danielson's never going to wrestle again. You know, we saw that kind of in WWE when he was doing the whole thing as the general manager and him and Miz called him out and he stormed off. And then, you know, it doesn't work for him unless he's totally leaving the wrestling world and going, you know, him and Brie are going to a farm in Washington and there's no TVs and there's no wrestling. I believe then he could do that. I just do not see a way that Bryan Danielson just says, okay, all right, I'm good. Because I just feel he has that. That's why he went to AEW, because he wanted to be in the wrestling ring. He could have stayed at WWE, got paid, been a producer, been whatever. He wanted to be in the ring. And I get it. He's moved on past all of that full-time stuff. But to say he would never get the itch to go back in one time for another match, I don't see it. I don't see it. And I think Swerve has been built up good enough, just like Damian Priest, to where this will not hurt him if he loses to Bryan Danielson. If you would ask me a couple months ago, I would have said opposite. It would have hurt him. But now I believe Swerve has been built up. You see what Swerve Strickland is. Kudos to him. Kudos to AEW. And now I think it's you can slide the belt off of him, and then you can work him back into the program whenever you want. But then also the other thing is too, we didn't even talk about the Casino Gauntlet match.
Wait, hold on. So you're going with Bryan Danielson as well?
Bryan Danielson, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, just want to make sure.
All right, Casino Gauntlet match. Number one is Orange Cassidy. Who do you have winning it? I don't even know who's in it. That's the other problem. Like, I don't know who's in it.
Well, my dark horse.
Remember, the winner gets a shot at the AEW title. I know we're over a little bit, but I promise you're probably not missing much on the 0 hour right
now. My dark horse. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Evil Uno to win this.
Wow.
No, I'm lying.
I was gonna say, my God, you're really throwing this one away, aren't you?
That's a really, really bad pick.
I was going with John Silver, but I mean, if you're gonna go with Evil Uno.
Evil Uno, I know Evil Uno is in it. There's no way I can't see Hangman Page winning this, because Hangman is the one who's been being built up.
You know what's funny?
But wait, before you go, this is where I do feel Ricochet shows up. So I think Ricochet shows up, but there's going to be a feud with somebody in there, because there's how many of them? 17? I think it's 17.
Well, again, remember, there's that many scheduled, but if there's a pinfall, the match is over however many people are in the ring, that's it. That's why it's important to be number one in this match, because you're guaranteed to be in the ring. Because one could pin two and the match is over.
Oh, wow. I still think
it's never happened, but I'm saying things like that could happen.
I still think this is where Ricochet makes his debut. So Ricochet will come in. I don't see him winning it right away. So I say Hangman Page wins this one.
You know, now I ask you this. What if Ricochet's number 2 and he beats Orange Cassidy quick?
Again, it's never happened.
I agree.
You would like to see Hangman
you
and Ricochet.
You've destroyed my whole thing about the finish of the final match then. Of Danielson Swerve, because I forgot about Hangman Adam Page probably winning the Casino Gauntlet match, and then I believe he gets the match at All Out. I believe it's a title match at All Out, which would totally throw what my thinking of that match totally gone. Oh, man. All right, so you're going with Hangman?
I say Hangman wins it. That's the only guy who I feel they've built enough for them to go ahead and have a a victory on that. He's been the one that being
feel
built
like
up.
The better story for Hangman would be keep going crazy. Because if you win this and Swerve wins, your story's done.
Yeah. I mean, you could put Ricochet if Ricochet wins, but do you want to give Ricochet? So you're taking a gamble here because you don't know if Ricochet is actually making his debut, and number two, you don't know if they want to build him up already that quickly. Even though AEW has
I think
known,
they want to stick it to WWE on Ricochet because look, WWE they missed the ball on a lot of those type of wrestlers. And again, I think Will Ospreay might have been better to go to WWE, but at the same time, they don't use them the way Will Ospreay is using AEW. So you got to pick what's better for you as the performer. And I think Will Ospreay picked right. Because again, the other thing I worried about Will Ospreay going to WWE at the time was I didn't think he had the personality that he's shown. He has shown a lot of personality. I didn't think that would go over well because again, most of the time when you can wrestle well, you've got to find that little, like Bryan Danielson was a great worker until he got the yes behind him. He was kind of fizzling over there.
Well, remember,
he's got to be that thing to where you're like, all of a sudden it's like, oh, something pops.
He said when he was in when he had just recently joined AEW that he was never gonna go ahead and lift his hands up and do the yes thing. And then he kind of realized that his momentum was going down.
Yeah. And then also the thing was he told Vince McMahon that.
He did tell Vince.
Vince is no longer there. 100%. So he's not lying. So he's fine now. He's good.
The other thing is, are we getting Bobby Lashley? Is Bobby Lashley officially
again, maybe that's something else too. But I don't know when his 90 days are up. I know Ricochet's are done. I don't know where Bobby Lashley's deal is.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. Although I know MVP signed with a agency, so I don't know if his contract's the same as Lashley's because MVP was signed more for a producer and performer and thing like that role. Whereas with the performers, it's always 90 days. I don't know if there's a difference there or when his contract expired. So we could see Lashley.
That could be another one. Any other special people you might see out there in your opinion? I mean, obviously, I think in that Casino Gauntlet type of match, I think Leo Rush would be one. I hope my boy Mortos makes his way over there. I want to see Mortos. I would
love Mortos to make an appearance in that match. The thing is though, is like, do you go? It's gonna be fun. Do you go all out at All In by bringing in all the surprises, or do you save some for All Out?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because again, you've got 1 week off, which is the week that WWE's PLE is, and then you're right back into another pay-per-view. So do you go all out now and all in, or do you wait and save some for all out? That's going to be the interesting thing.
You should wait, but
again, I think Ricochet shows up tonight, and then maybe you get Lashley there. If the deals are off, I don't know where the contracts stand. That's the other problem. And then also, look, man, I mean, who else has been out? We talked about Jamie Hayter. She's been out. Who else could possibly show up? Does Taz play a part in the Jericho thing? Because there's been a lot of jabs at Taz from Jericho. And I feel like he's got to get some kind of comeback or something, or it's just like, oh, what? I mean, he hadn't been able to do his job. They banned him from the arena for commentary duty because of Jericho. So there's a lot of things that could happen.
Do you bring back Adam Cole and Adam Cole goes ahead and it kind of screws over MJF because
Adam Cole stole the ring.
Yeah, Adam Cole could be the one who stole the ring. Adam Cole comes out of nowhere and remember he got kicked in the nuts last time and we haven't seen him ever since. So it's like that would be pretty cool if they bring him back. Remember,
or does Adam Cole join MJF and run it back? I get it that MJF whooped his ass and everything else, but do you give Will Ospreay the match, or do you cost him and then so you can take it out on MJF?
How about they do this? They bring Adam Cole. He's the one who stole the ring. Comes out, screws over MJF, and then and hopefully Adam Cole is already cleared, and then you have Adam Cole versus MJF all out.
I wouldn't make
That's
it. It'd be Dynamite. It'd be Dynamite on Wednesday.
Because that's the match that they had last year, but in London. So now you're bringing that match here for the United States fans. I think that would work. I think that would work.
It'll be interesting. So a lot of things, and No Doubt said the real question is Lake Mary or Taiwan. I want to say Lake Mary, but Taiwan's always got good pitching, man. And they just always seem to find a way. But you know what? I'm going Lake Mary, No Doubt. Lake Mary. By the way, did I even pick anybody to win that match yet?
No, you did not, sir. Go with Evo Uno. Who is confirmed in that match? I know it's Evo Uno, Hangman, Orange Cassidy.
Uno, Hangman.
I don't think there's anybody else confirmed in that match.
Else has been confirmed. So apparently 4 people. We got 4 people.
So at least we know 4 people will be in that match. That's how we know that it's not going to be.
Out of those 4, who do you think is really winning it? Like when I look at that, I go, it's got to be Hangman, or else I'm throwing you a lob. I'm throwing you a lob here.
Yeah, that's true.
Orange Cassidy's not winning that damn thing. I'm sorry to tell you. Evil Uno's not winning. And I'm
trying to see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find who's been confirmed. So confirmed. Okay. With the entrance in Adam Page.
Okay.
Mark Briscoe.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy, Evo Uno, Dustin Rhodes is in there. And Roderick Strong is another one that has been confirmed in there.
Wait, Dustin's in there again?
This is what I'm getting from what site is this? The rest.
You know what? Dustin's on a roll right now. I'm going Dustin Rhodes wins the Casino Gauntlet match. He's half of the ROH tag team titles. He's a third of the ROH Trios champion. Dustin Rhodes, president 2024.
Well, I mean, this is what they say. I hope. Oh, you know who you might get here too? If he's cleared, this is a perfect time to also bring in Adam Copeland too. That would be cool. I don't know if he's cleared or not, but
I just think if it was for if Christian was the champion, I think that would be a good time to bring him in. I just don't know.
Is he cleared?
Again, I doubt it. Not if he had the leg injury. He's only been 3-4 months.
Yeah, it's been about.
Yeah, I don't think he's probably not cleared.
And again, I can't guarantee that. This is what I'm getting it from the itrwrestling.com. So
right. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm taking the surprise entrant. Whoever's not on the AEW roster that debuts there.
No, you cannot do that. That's giving you a lot of options. You gotta make who is the surprise that you think is gonna make it. And okay, so do this.
Oh, this guy's so worried. He's so worried he's going through.
You get 2 points. You get 2 points for it. You pick the right person that is the surprise guest and the winner. So you'll get 2 points out of this match. But you just can't go ahead and say, "Oh, I'm picking the surprise guest." No, because it could be anybody.
Ricochet wins.
Okay. So if Ricochet is there, you get 2 points for picking him, making his debut, and number 2, winning it. So you get 2 points on that one.
All right.
Hangman, don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Ricochet becomes very involved in AEW in the mic.
Well, keep in mind, you know how AEW works. Remember, they gave Okada the belt. They gave Mercedes Moné a belt. They give Will Ospreay a belt. It only makes sense that they give Ricochet a belt as soon as he comes in. That's how I look at it. Very, very, very.
Frankie, let him know where they can get a hold of you, man.
Hey, that you guys could all find me at Frankie Frezko's YouTube channel. That on Wednesdays we have Let Me Talk to You. Me and my brother were back this week. I was off last week because of the whole trip to California, but I'm back in Miami. And you can catch me Wednesday with my brother, 8 o'clock. We're gonna talk some preseason results of the Dolphins. We're also gonna be talking about the whole Tua Brian Flores situation, and we're also gonna talk a little bit about other stuff, including NXT. And then you could find me on social media at Frezko Music. You see it down there. There you go, all the way down there. Frezko Music on X, Facebook, IG, and also on TikTok. So that's how you can find me.
There it is. I'm at Stanley Media House on IG and Threads, at Stanley Media _11 on X, and of course, Stanley Media House Network on YouTube and Facebook. We thank you all spending your Sunday morning here with us. Those are our predictions. Will any of them happen? Will none of them happen? Will all of them happen? Will Frankie Frezko go through a table? Don't forget, our picks have meaning. We haven't made a name for it yet, but we're going to do a Wheel of Death, and the loser, right now, Frankie's 2 matches down after the first WWE pay-per-view. We have this pay-per-view and another PLE to go through on the 31st.
Bash in Berlin, baby. Bash in Berlin.
Bash in Berlin. And then the loser will have to spin the wheel and do whatever it lands on. And I found a ton of them. Somebody sent in power bombed on Legos. They're trying to hurt us, buddy.
So check this out. Check this out. How many are we have differently? We have the Willow Ishii one. That's one. We have the Scapegoat Darby. That's 2. House of Black and Blackpool Combat Club. That's 3. FTR Young Bucks. That's 4. Tony Storm Iron Man. That's 5. MJF Will Ospreay. That's 6. And then the Ricochet Hangman. Dude, we got 7 different picks between us. Like, they're not the same.
So Josh is saying Skylar got cut and White got cut.
I think he's making it up. I thought that.
No, it's right. Bobby Schaus. The Dolphins have informed veteran QB Mike White that he is being released.
Yeah, but is Skylar also getting cut? Oh yeah, Tom Pelissero
Pelissero said Skylar Thompson will back up Tua.
Damn, they released Mike White. I wonder who they're going to bring back.
Well, that's because of the last game.
Mike White. But remember, they got to bring a third QB. So who's going to be the third QB they pick up? They got to bring like a chief veteran out there.
They'll get either a chief veteran or somebody that can learn that system and work with it or something. Because Skylar's not the answer either. But Skylar looked better than Mike White with that offense. But you guys are here for All In. We're all out. We appreciate you all, and we will see you. Frankie, I'm going to put you on the spot here. You can say no, of course. Are you going to join me for the reaction show afterwards?
Of course, I would love to join you. I was waiting for you to ask me. Of course, I would.
We started
the IGR Mixed Master. The IGR Mixed Master goes everywhere, sir. I have to. I just won a championship. I have to go ahead and gloat. Hopefully, I could win and go back to back. IGR and then today's picks. That would make my weekend.
Oh my goodness, it'd be a week of just fantastic, fantamonious for you, buddy.
Yes.
All right, we appreciate Josh, no doubt. Everybody watching on X, everybody watching on Frankie Frezko YouTube channel, everybody watching on the Stanley Media House Network YouTube channel. We could not be doing what we do without you. We thank you guys so much. And in the words of the great Gordon Soley, well, before that, enjoy the All In London pay-per-view. And now, in the words of the great Gordon Soley, so long from the sun, John State.